So once all these scientists get my book and reads it after I make a big bang on social media, first I have to learn how to do all that. But um, I guess the main component is how language comes back to itself. And that defines the twins in language. I mean, it's not easy what I learned over the last 25 years, but I've broken it down enough where the professionals will know exactly what I'm talking about. But I can't do it in a way that, the general public's going to say, well, what's this? And, want to know it right away. Well, you have to, allow me the time that it takes to get it out properly. And I can do that on video. And, the kids that I have that are my kids' age, you guys have a phenomenal opportunity on the social media stuff in actually telling your story or something that you want to get out there. Um, you can do anything the right way through social media if you do it correctly, and I'm amazed at that. So, back when I was a lot younger, I was very good at marketing. Now I'm maybe, getting over the hill for all of this, but what I have to say, uh, the content of what I'm saying makes up for it. And that's the only difference between somebody 30 and somebody 60 like me. I mean, that would be the only difference for us because I really couldn't put a handle on after I had kids and I was married. I already knew this is as good as it gets. You really don't learn anything more. I mean, sure, you learn about life and this kind of stuff, but it took me 25 years after knowing all of these people, of these professionals that spent a lifetime putting that content together. And I went through all of them and just, I was a sponge trying to understand what everything said. And I actually took 10 of them, put them all together in a way that explains God almost, not perfectly, but enough where either this book that I have here, you can get it from yourname.blog or globalstabilizedenergy.com. So this book here is the best foundation for learning what I call the whole truth. And it's so amazing how it is disguised, is the best, kind of the best. I mean, it's not trickery. It really has to do with the mind seeing it in the right way. And after we put that together, I would like to do it through my website and actually do it through a blog where we all do it together to show what I've learned over the last 25 years. Because I'll tell you what, it's life changing for humanity. And when I get the pros to see that, they're going to be on board. John Gray has already acknowledged, he thanked me a number of times. And I'm such an idiot when it comes to computers. He sent it to me back in February. I just saw it today. What he sent me. That shows you how smart I am when it comes to computers. But I mean, this formula inside really shows how humanity can and will become all knowing, the same as God, believe it or not. It's mind boggling. But you can't judge. You have to hear everything and decipher, let everything go through you before you make a judgment. Because If you cut it off too soon, that's making a judgment. It's amazing how all of this stuff really works. So, my plan is through social media, get all the pros to acknowledge what it is that I'm trying to do. Just acknowledge it. So when I reach out to do a Zoom meeting between all of us where I can literally explain uh, what I want to all the pros and have them, get time to read the book if they want, or hell, I'll highlight for them what to read. I don't really care, but I just want them as part. Like, for example, where I enhanced Tony Robbins' work, he wouldn't even know if I explained to him what the twins in language is, the non physical and the physical side. I mean, he knows that part, but how I put it together, he would go, wow, all right. It's the next step of what he's created his empire from, which is great. Or what Oprah's created hers from. Or like, oh, what's that guy's name that I had all these people? I'm just going to do a video and I'm going to post it on, well, I mean, it's already on social media. So just go to Global Stabilized Energy, social media, whether it's Facebook or Instagram or YouTube. You can go there and just dig for where I enhanced each professional's work. But how it all comes together is where you're going to have to look for. And we're going to do that all together as one. Now, people have told me this book is extremely intellectual. I was like, wherever, I don't know where you guys came up with that. Excuse me. But I have a team out of India that will answer your questions that you have, and we'll post everything on the website once I can figure out how to do the blog stuff. Because when you look at this really comes down to one religion for the planet. I'm not through knowledge. Now, I think that's what will change somebody's belief through a rock solid knowing. I'm not interested in changing anybody's belief, but if they change their own belief by the truth, the whole truth, not the truth, because the truth the churches have been teaching for years. The whole truth is something quite different. Now, when you take all of which I've included in this book, it's kind of mind boggling and really intellectual to understand. But if you look at it and read it slowly, I'm not trying to entertain you. Really, I'm trying to show you what I've learned. And it took a long time for me to understand that. So I wrote it out in a book, and it's in a way that you're going to have to, really concentrate to get what I'm saying. And I'm really bringing all the pros on to really maybe help me out in, I guess, dumbing it down. I don't know why, but I mean, that's what Setter probably should do.